Hey everybody, it's Lydia D Beauty, and I know I'm at a different angle now. It's because my tripod had broken on me, so now I just kind of have my camera on my little IKEA bins and some books, so bear with me. So today we're going to be doing a test of a foundation. I had done a video of this before, but my computer broke on me, so I have to redo it so that I can get it out there. I'm probably going to be posting 2 Freaky Fridays this week. I'm not sure yet. Just depends on if I have time to film another, because I have to do 2 Halloween looks now, because my Freaky Friday was Medusa, and that one got, yeah, it's gone. So I have to redo everything. So bear with me while I try and make Halloween week really exciting. I'm going to be doing probably a video every day. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on the time. So I'm going to be trying a foundation today, and that foundation is going to be the Born This Way by Too Faced, and I got a sample because I don't want to go and get the full size. I just want to get a sample so I can try it out, because I don't like getting full sizes unless I really like it and know it'll work for me, so I don't have to go and take it back, you know what I mean? So I got a sample. All you have to do is ask a Sephora person that you'd like to try a foundation. Tell them what color you are, and they'll get it for you and fill it up in this little tub right here. So I'm going to give it a good shake. And then I'm going to try it with, and I got this deluxe sample when I had, my husband had ordered the Mivita Loca palette. It's the Hourglass Primer. It's a Mineral Veil Primer. Veil Mineral Primer. Yeah, whatever it's called. But it's by Hourglass. It's supposedly very expensive. So I want to try it out with the Too Faced. But anyways, let's begin with the application. I'm going to be applying this with my e.l.f. stipple brush, maybe. I'm not sure yet. Maybe my flat kabuki brush. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm going to use my Mark flat kabuki brush. So let's get with the application. I will do the primer, and then I will apply my foundation. So the primer in the deluxe size has this little spatula. I'm not sure if that's in the full size, but that's the spatula, and you just take out the product. I just put it on the back of my hand. It's like this cream type consistency. Wow, it's very silky though. Oh my gosh, it's very silky. It's really nice. I kind of like this, the way it feels, but I'm not sure how it will fare on my oily skin. So I got the shade Warm Beige. I assume that was my shade. I'm not sure. It looks a little dark, but we will make do. And I already used it before, so this isn't really first impressions because I had filmed first impressions already, but that got messed up, you know, with my computer breaking on me. Right now I'm getting my computer fixed, so. But I wanted to try it with a different primer. Alright, so I got my foundation on, and then I'm going to blend it through with my kabuki brush from Mark. Blends really well. It has a lot of coverage. Wow, I really like the way it looks. But, of course, that's been said before, that it looks really good, and then for oily skin people, it's... So I brought you in closer to see. It's got a lot of shine to it. I haven't said it. But one layer, and I have a lot of acne scars, and it's covered them pretty well. And it does look pretty natural, so I like that. Alright, so I'm kind of curious to see how another layer would go. A lighter layer. Just in the little spots, because I really don't want to put concealer on. Just the little spots that need a little more coverage. So now I'm going to tap it, do a tapping motion to kind of do those extra coverage areas. It does have amazing coverage, no doubt, and it doesn't look heavy. So really, I don't need any concealer to spot conceal because I usually spot conceal a lot. So now I'm just going to apply my concealer to my under eye area. And I'm running very low. I use the NYX one. I like the NYX one because it covers really well. I'm just going over that. I know it's not heavy concealer, but kind of don't want to highlight too much. I just want to do my under eye area. So there we go, and then I'm going to go and set it. So I'm setting it with my Infallible from L'Oreal, my Pro Matte. Let's get a brush. I know I'm running low. Not doing any special highlighting or anything like that. Trying to see how this would do without concealer. So from the get-go, it's got good coverage. And it doesn't feel like heavy or look heavy, so that's really nice. I like that part of it, but I doubt this is going to last throughout the day. And like I said, I did try it before. I don't want to tell you my thoughts then. I just kind of want to restart, refresh, do this over again. Now let's go ahead and do the rest of my face. I'm going to do the foundation, or not the foundation, I already did the foundation. I'm going to be doing my brows, my eyes, my cheeks, whatnot, lips and all that, and I will come back and let you know my overall thoughts. Alright, so makeup is done. It is 7:50 right now. So I'll check back in about like a few hours, probably, I'm gonna say about 4 hours. I'll give it 4 hours to see how well it does. And like I said, if you really want to try a foundation out, just get a sample. It's probably the best bet for you if you're not sure about it. So anyways, I will check back in about 4 hours, about close to 12 o'clock, and see how well it's wearing. I'm hoping this wears well because, to be honest, I like the way this feels, and I like the way it looks on my skin, and I did not have to put concealer, which is nice. I always have to spot conceal because I have a lot of dark spots. So it's nice that it has that coverage, but doesn't feel like it has a ton of coverage, you know, cakey feeling. So I'm anxious to see how this does. So I'll check back with you in about 4 hours and let you know my thoughts on how it's wearing throughout the day. So I'm not going to be powdering. I have to resist. So I will let you know in a bit. See you guys in a bit. Alright, first check-in, and I'm already not liking this foundation. The way it went on was flawless and beautiful. I loved how it had so much coverage. I didn't even need concealer. But look at this. I will bring it in closer. It's an atrocity. Alright, so can you see the oil? I'm super oily, so this is not... See, my chin's oily. Over here is oily. My forehead is extremely oily. My nose looks awful. Yeah, I'm not liking. So yeah, not liking this foundation. I look like a giant oil slick. I just feel it coming off my skin. And I did notice I'm getting some breakouts here because of the oil. So it's not texturizing my skin that well. It's actually making the texture look worse, and it's enhancing my pores. So if you're oily skin and you heard someone say, try it, it's beautiful, and they have oily skin, honestly, do not try it. If you want to try it for yourself, that's what I did. I heard somebody say that it was a good foundation, it's flawless, blah, 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 and they have oily skin. And then I was like, okay, I don't believe you because you look, you know, oily all the time. And then I just said, you know what, I'm just going to try it myself and prove that oily skin girls cannot wear this foundation. If you don't mind blotting in an hour after you apply it, then this might be the foundation for you. But if you mind blotting every hour, it's not going to be a good foundation for you. Honestly, the only foundation that I find that I never really have to blot unless like I do wear it for a full 8 hours, the only foundation that doesn't make me want to blot after an hour. Actually, I can get up to 4 or 6 hours of wear without blotting, is the L'Oreal Infallible. It might not be the best color selection because they're mostly yellow, and sometimes it can oxidize on my skin and turn even more yellow. But this is a nice foundation for natural looking. It's a bit dark for me, I just noticed. But it is not a good foundation for oily skin. I would not recommend this. I do have one more check-in. I'm going to see how this layers, because I mean, I already proved to you that oily skin can happen after an hour. After an hour, I noticed the oil on my nose. This is 4 hours, and it looks like I've been wearing it for 8 hours. Using the, what is this called? Your Minerals Sweden, or My Minerals, I don't even know. Transparent veil, because I don't want to put any more stuff on my skin, like coverage. I just want to kind of get rid of the shine. And I'm not going to go heavily on the powder. I mean, if you put on powder, it does look a lot better. But that's the reason why I like matte foundations. This says it's oil-free. But if you have oily skin and you see oil-free, usually oil-free means good. This is not good because it has coconut water in it. So it's meant to hydrate your skin. Oily skin girls do not need hydration. Just FYI, we do not need hydration. So anyways, this is a total flop so far. I am not going to buy the full size because I look oily within an hour. And if you're working, you don't want to have to be blotting all the time or be powdering your nose every time. You want something that you can just not think about your makeup. And that's how I feel with the L'Oreal Infallible. It's flawless for me. That's just for me. It's my own preference. But if you do not mind, I mean, the coverage is beautiful. I don't have to conceal, which is a plus. But I do have to powder within like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. That's pretty bad. That means it's not meant for oily skin. So anyways, enough of that. I'm going to do one more check-in. Right now it is 12:19. Oops. It's 12:20. 12:20, so I will check back again at about 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, about 4 o'clock. Can we take a moment and look at this grossness? I'm so oily, like the forehead, here especially. I don't get this way with my L'Oreal Infallible at all. It's starting to crease in my corners of my mouth. It's just, I look like an oil slick. Alright everybody, this is the last check-in, and I look like a total grease ball. So this foundation is awful. Just as I predicted, sorry, I'm adjusting my chair. Just as I predicted, it's not very good. It sucks because I mean the application and the first like 20 minutes is flawless, and I'm in love with it, and I just love the consistency of it. It's real creamy and like just like butter on your face. And then 20 minutes pass and my nose starts oiling up really bad. And right now, as you can see, I'm oily here. I have a new pimple here and here and here. So it's making me break out. So that's not a good thing. It's clogging my pores. So, yeah, I'm not liking it at all. So I am going to try one more sample foundation, and this is the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I'm curious to see if that works. If it does, I might find my new foundation. I don't know. I love my L'Oreal Infallible. I'm a one foundation person. If it doesn't work for me, I don't want anything to do with it. If it works for me, I stick to it. So this I've stuck to for a while. I used to use the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat in conjunction with the Set It Don't Fret It setting powder, and my face stayed pretty flawless all day and without touching up too much. However, the setting powder started irritating my skin, so I had to stop it and switch over to the L'Oreal Infallible. Plus, I switched over to the powder as well. So I have back stock of that, but I'm getting really interested in finding a with that said, oops, I forgot to check in my time. Hello, it's 4:25. So this has been more than 8 hours wear, or maybe 8 hours wear. About 8 hours wear. So 8 hours wear doesn't do good. I've had to blot within an hour, and that would be my nose, but I didn't blot because I wanted to see how far it would go. My last check-in, I did show you that I powdered, and within 2 hours, I was super oily again. So I powdered before I went to go pick up my daughter at school around 3, and still, like, even after I powdered like an hour and a half ago, it's back to where it was. So powdering does nothing. Although I love the way it feels, and well, like when I don't feel my oil on my face, but I love the way it's lightweight and doesn't feel like makeup or look like makeup. I got a shade darker than what I wanted, but it's starting to break me out here, here on my nose, over here, because my oil is just floating to the surface, and it feels like my makeup's sliding off. So if you've heard oily skin girls say that they love it, it's just their personal preference. I'm just letting you know my experience. I know this is probably not the best for oily skin girls. It's hit or miss. Anyways, disappointment. Am I going to buy the full size? Absolutely not. I'm not buying the full size. I thought about it and I wanted to so bad because I just love the way it applies. And it's like effortless, and I love effortless foundations, but I'm going to take the extra time and work to conceal my dark spot. And let me know if you want to see any more foundation reviews. I'll pick up some more samples if you'd like. Let me know in the comments down below which ones you'd want to see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.